Greetings from the Batcave. I was reading the Trial of Yellowjacket story arc from the Avengers and live blogging it to my friend, and we were both amused by it, so I decided that I would read it out loud so that you could really capture what the text was not expressing. I don't have the entire live blog because it goes back too far in the Skype chat for me to bother finding it. I actually started during one of the random side issues where they're on another planet with Moondragon and she's being evil or some shit like that. And yeah. So here we go. Lydia's live blogging. That's not actually live and not actually blogging because it was in a Skype chat. Reading of The Trial of Yellowjacket, aka How Not to Take Care of Your Mentally Ill Friends, the comic. Moondragon, why you gotta coerce Thor like that? Thor can crush coal into diamonds? Oh, just kidding. Moondragon tricked him. Thor. No armor, no power in existence can save you now! Jan. Oh, pooh. Who the heck do you think you are, anyway? Since Cap and Iron Man are too polite to clobber an unarmed woman, us girls will settle this one-to-one. Heads up, Baldy. I don't know any martial arts. Will this do? Punch! Jan, I can't deal with your levels of awesome. I want to be her. Hawkeye. No, I'm not joining the Avengers. I'm head of security here. Guys, take me with you! I'm a be an Avenger! This job sucks! Hello, plunging neckline. Jan's outfits confuse and terrify me sometimes. But sometimes they're really great. Clint, you do not handle being cut off by shooting the offending car with an arrow. Shulky, you do not retaliate by flipping the cab. Jan! Oh, hey, Scoot. You're in this comic. Scott cares more about Hank than the Avengers. It isn't Hank I worry about, it's Jan. Screw you, Tony. Jan's doing fine. Hank's the one in jail. Meanwhile, Scott's like, why don't the Avengers help Hank? And Tony's like, because we're sucky friends who don't give a fuck. And also, people seem to mess with Hank's mind a lot, which can't possibly help his stability. Chicago is not in the Midwest. I don't know what you're thinking, comic book. Illinois may technically, geographically, be located in the Midwest, but I wouldn't call it Midwest. You probably shouldn't try to learn geography from me, though. What is going on? Why did Shulky just kiss Clint? Go away, egghead. Nobody wants you here. You're such a jerk to Hank. Random French maid? Seriously? Y'all put Hank, an Avenger, in prison with a bunch of people he put in jail? What the hell is wrong with you people? Whirlwind, no! God damn it. I'm not okay with this comic book. Whirlwind goaded Hank into punching him, and then they put Hank in solitary. Why the fuck was he in the same prison as Whirlwind to begin with? Oh, hey, Carla's in this. Whirlwind, what the fuck are you wearing? That is a metal midriff. That is not okay. Pa ha ha. Oblivious to a lurking menace, and then they've got an arrow pointing to where the bad guy's hiding. Wow, y'all are the worst supervillain team ever. Me, I can withstand the pressures of an ocean's floor without breathing hard. Really, you should explode on land, then. That's what deep-sea fish do. Science! I like that costume, Jan. Asymmetry is a weakness of mine. Clint, you're not allowed to wear red and blue. That's Hank's color scheme and you two look too much alike to do that. You dropped a marble, Daddy. What the fuck does that mean? Oh! He literally dropped a marble. Gotcha. I thought it was a weird slang phrase, okay? Like, how Hawkeye called Yellowjacket Crumb the first time he showed up, or how cab drivers keep calling people Mac. Scoot! You just left your daughter on a roller coaster while you're going off to be a superhero? Scoot, maybe shrinking the suit and carry it in your pocket isn't the best idea. Scoot, please. Oh, it's the Taskmaster. My favorite part about comics is when the editors or whoever have snarky annotations. Hi-ho, Silverstreak, away! Scoot, please. Hey, when you've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark 27 times, jumping from one speeding object to another, it becomes second nature. Scoot, please. Oh, aw. Scoot and Cass. Who is the new fuck you and the white horse you rode in on? Fuck you and everything you stand for, Tony Stark. That should be on a t-shirt. Liveblogging is the only way. For me, and if I had a cannon, I would blast you to add a little celebratory touch. But since I left my cannon at home, I simply rage. Hank Pym's doing time on Rikers Island, and I'm all comfy in an easy chair. Between the time I spend playing both mom and dad to my daughter Cassie, and overtime I've been putting in at Stark International, I haven't had time to do anything about it. Blast it! I'm not going to let another minute go by. Bless you, Scott Lang. Bless you. Shrink-eating time. Scoot, please. Oh, Scoot, you're breaking Hank out of jail. Scoot! Oh, Hank doesn't want to be rescued. You tried, Scoot. You tried. Welp, that's not a stereotypical Latino man who is completely white. Fucking comics. With blue eyes? Oh, Jan, your dress is pretty. I want it. Give it to me. No, Jan, that mustache is hideous. Marvel, you are high. Fuck you! No kisses! Damn it, Tony! Fuck you with a chainsaw, Tony Stark! Rhodey, don't support this. I want to like you, Rhodey, but don't make it difficult by shipping Tony Jan. I wonder about Hank, though. I'd hate myself if seeing Jan were in any way to add salt to an old friend's room. You are literally the worst friend ever, Tony! The coop of his all those years, we could have been enjoying life and each other just like this. Jan, stop! Fucking nope. Jan, how are you so out of touch? There is a significant financial difference between you and Hank. You need to be sensitive to that. God damn it, writers. Stop writing Jan poorly. I hate you all! Fuck you with poison ivy. You're off-key, darling. This writing's off-key! Hank. Hank just never did anything like this with me. I mean, he was always so wrapped up in himself, his biochemistry, his robots. It's called being a fucking introvert! I'm so angry! I can't even type anymore. Fucking Why in heaven's name aren't I telling you, Jan? Because you're a fucking asshole! Nutella. I hope Tony Stark never tastes Nutella. No. I hope he tastes it once, and then never again. Fuck Tony Stark! But it's not more than a month, man. How can you do this to him? Thank you, Steve. Believe me, I'm taking good care of Hank. Without his knowledge, maybe even against his wishes. He's got my top attorneys working for him, my personal physician keeping tabs on him. I've made shrinks available, detectives, paid all the legal fees. What more? Maybe you could try not dating his wife. Fucking hell, man. You can't solve all your problems by throwing money at them. Tony, I hate to have to play the drill sergeant, but things have gone too far. Where's your sense of responsibility? This affair, it's just plain cruel to a longtime friend like Hank. It can't be healthy for Jan. Tell me, does she know you're Iron Man? Does she? Does she? Steve, bless your face. Hank Pym's only been in the slammer for 2 weeks while you Hank Pym's only been in the slammer 2 weeks, and which of you super types has done so much as this goat in his direction? Thank you, Clint. 4 for you. Fuck you, Thor! You have done no wrong in Thor's eyes, Iron Man. Nope. Wrong. Fuck. All of you. Oh, Tony, this isn't what I needed. Not a member of the team, not Hank's friend. Thank Jan. Yes, I can understand how Hank might feel lonesome without you, Jan. I'm beginning to feel that way already. Fuck you! Fuck you! Tony Stark, you fucking fucker! Imagine being Jan. So uncomfortable. Oh, prison guards rubbing it in Hank's face. Jesus Christ, I'm so angry. But it's almost time for school, so I can't start the next issue. Then I went to school. Then I came back. So Tony finally got around to feeling bad about lying to and dating Jan. And Cap's like, you made a mistake. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to learn from them, to bounce back. You can do it, mister. You're an Avenger. And Tony's thinking, so is Hank, Cap. So is Hank. And I'm just like, you people keep going back and forth between being tolerable and reprehensible. I don't know what to do with, so I'm just gonna hate all of you. Oh, rage, you stretch walk. I'm so done with you. And Jan's been through so much lately. Hank's expulsion from the Avengers, the divorce, and now that she's become chairwoman of the Avengers, I'm afraid for her, Reed. So why? Jan's a grown-ass woman. Everybody just stop treating her like a child. He's probably the worst of the lot. What could be lower than an Avenger who's gone bad? Fuck you, random prison warden! Jesus, fuck. Another psychiatrist, I take it? Yes, have you been seen by many? Only 20 or 30. Holy fuck, that is a lot of shrinks. Jesus. He doesn't need to be psychoanalyzed, he needs someone to help him. The only possible reason to have 20 fucking shrinks is to psychoanalyze someone. It's a lot given how short a time span this takes place over. That many over that short of time would put more psychological stress on someone, I think, not relieve it. Besides, it was easier to deal with chemicals than with people. Hank! God damn it. No one can truly know the fragility, the vulnerability of life as I have. It takes a very strong man to shrink to the size of an ant and still feel sure of himself. And I was never that strong. Hank! The problem was that Jan wanted to be an Avenger and wanted me to be an Avenger too. I had to keep trying for her even though my heart wasn't in it. Sob. Jan, bless her, kept propping me up, soothing the broken shards of my ego. It helped some, but not nearly enough. Ugly tears. With the government's reorganization plan, I had a reason, an excuse to return to the lab full-time. But again, the lab became a nightmare. Nothing worked right for me. What's worse, Jan was still on the team. Sometimes I wouldn't see her for days. I felt alone. Lost. God damn it. Sob. Cry. Tears. That's what I wrote, okay? I thought that was possible once. I don't anymore. I've lost her. It hurts. But I'll just have to accept it. Now all I want back is my dignity. All my tears. Tony, get back here so I can be angry at you instead of sad about Hank. Dr. Pym has been through more than any two men should. He's suffered through at least 4 nervous breakdowns in the last decade. Jesus, fuck. Leeches! I haven't met Henry Pym, but he can't be the creep they're making him out to be. And that prosecutor! I know it's his job, but do they all have to be so sanctimonious? Bless you, Shulky. You are a balm in these troubled times. Jan, what the hell are you wearing? Fashions! Time given to one's friends is time well spent. Would that I had given more time to poor Henry before this. Yeah, Thor! Jeez! Fuck you too! It's that blasted Avengers tradition of respecting the privacy of the members' personal affairs. The founding Avengers carry that too far. Can't they see how it hurts them? Shulky speaks my mind. Thank. I lit into Tony hard for his romance with the Wasp. He's been pretty down ever since. The two of us need to talk more. I don't want to see him fall apart like Hank did. Fuck you, Steve! I hate America! So every member of the Avengers deserves to be looked after but Hank? Because that's what I'm getting from this. I'm surprised he still talks to any of you. You are all shitty friends, and shitty teammates, and shitty people. Fuck you all! But I have to do something for Hank. I feel that I let him down in so many ways. That's because you fucking have, Tony! Fuck you, Tony Stark! Fuck you! And unlike death, one can usually return from the state of New Jersey. That line was funny, but I still hate you, Star. Usually. Not always. Usually. No one heard at all if I went along to give a little moral support. This trial thing can't be easy for any of the gang. Gee, Clint, you think? Egghead, you're the worst person besides Tony! Jan, what the hell are you wearing? Oh, Scoot. You keep trying to help, but no one will let you. Monica is getting real tired of the Avengers bullshit. Clint, you annoyed Jen into turning back into Shulky. Oh look, they're finally gathering evidence. Jesus, fuck, took them long enough. It's almost like they don't even care what happens to Hank. If I was that tired of living, I could have ended it all 3 days ago. Hank! Despite all the travails I put him through, I was never able to break him that completely. Pity. Oh my god, Egghead, shut up! Oh, Hank, you made a force field and tricked them into strapping you in! Hank, you amazing person, you! I'm not really sure what you plan to do next, but you go, Glen Coco. Incredible! Together we possess nearly as much raw power as the Avengers themselves, and yet one man has nearly overcome us in a matter of minutes. What stupid powers Hank has. Oh, you could get out of the contraption by yourself. 4 for you, Hank. He's smart. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, I seem to have lost my place. There I am. Want you to think long and hard, mister. And think about this. I did a pretty good job of screwing up my life recently. You just about finished the job for me. You used me, Egghead. You tried to make me a criminal, but you couldn't. You see, I've come to terms with myself the past month. I know who I am and who I'm not. I'm not Ant-Man anymore. I'm not Giant Man or Goliath or Yellowjacket. I'm Henry Pym. And it was Henry Pym who beat the Masters of Evil. You, Egghead, you turned to crime because you thought your scientific knowledge made you better than everyone else, put you above the law. But you were wrong. You weren't above the law, and you weren't better. I'm the better scientist. I just proved that. I assembled the pieces of your downfall, right under your nose. Tears. Hank, you beautiful human. Brother, that was close. But everything's gonna be okay now, Hank. Clint, you are one of like 3 people who's actually behaving like a decent human throughout this last issue of this arc. Aw, Clint said he killed a man. But Hank's worth it to him. They're really hurting over this. All of them. They all care so very, very much. No, Captain Marvel, they really don't. Ha ha ha! Cap, you're so wrong! Well, I mean, they care, just not about Hank. Jen's concerned about Jan, Cap's thinking about Tony, fuck Tony, and Clint's actually concerned about Hank. Just Clint, though. Jan too, but we didn't get her internal monologue. Clint acted in my defense. It's only right I act in his. Stop that, you two. Seriously, I love their friendship so much. Their friendship is perfection. I found Hank Pym in mortal danger, and used the necessary means to save him. Period. After all, we are supposed to be Avengers. Right? Clint, you beautiful babu! You will note how I say we're all supposed to be Avengers, you gigantic assholes, don't you? Hint, hint. I have not always been on the friendliest of terms with Hawkeye. Point of fact, we nearly came to blows a number of times. Back in the days when he and I were both Avengers. But in all the time I've known him, Hawkeye has never used undue force. Hank and Clint, you two make me less angry. Oh, sure, now they're all proud of Hank. It's funny because they act like they give a shit, and they didn't. And by fucking hilarious, man. And by hilarious, I mean rage-inducing. Hank, no! What I did to myself. If I could have admitted that my problems existed, if I'd been willing to open up to you folks, well, if can be a big word sometimes. The fact of the matter is, I screwed up, and you did the only thing you could do. I don't blame any of you. Hank, stop it! Yes, you messed up. But your supposed friends did nothing, absolutely nothing to check in with you, to make sure that you were okay. They could all fucking see that you had problems, and what did they do? Oh, Hank's being weird. Must be Tuesday. That makes them shitty-ass friends. You have every right to be angry that they did nothing for you until you were kidnapped, jailed, run through all manner of psychological stress leading up to and during the trial, kidnapped again, and forced to rescue your own damn self. Blame them, honey. Blame them. They suck as friends. They suck as people. Fuck them all. Except Clint. And Jan. But everyone else fucking sucks and I hate them. And fuck everything. Sobbing because the scene where Hank and Jan say goodbye.